I think we're supposed to be the opposite way. I think maybe we're supposed to
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Barry Garside, Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs at Nashua Community College, and it is my honor to serve as your Master of Ceremonies for today's commencement. Welcome to the 55th commencement ceremony of Nashua Community College. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration, it is my privilege to welcome our graduates, their families and friends, honors guests, and members of our community. Today we gather to celebrate the achievements, perseverance, and promise of the class of 2026. Please join me in welcoming Miss Vanessa Carlson, a member of our graduating class today and talented student of Nashua Community College, who will lead us in the singing of the national anthem. We are proud to have one of our own students share her voice and help us begin this special ceremony with such a meaningful tradition. Please rise, as you are able, for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you, Vanessa. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to recognize our distinguished guests who will join us this afternoon, including our community partners, local officials, members of the Community College System of New Hampshire, and all friends of the college who are with us today. I would ask our guests to stand to be recognized when your name is called. We ask that you please hold your applause until all of the names are called. We are honored to welcome the Honorable James Donchis, Mayor of the City of Nashua. Ms. Donna Lee Lozo, Chair of the Community College System Board of Trustees. Mr. Jeffrey Kennedy, Trustee, Community College System of New Hampshire. Dr. Mark Rubenstein, Chancellor, Community College System of New Hampshire. Dr. Charles Lloyd, Vice Chancellor, Community College System of New Hampshire. Dr. James Keene, President, Nashua Community College. We're also pleased to recognize our state and local officials. Mr. Richard Dowd, Alderman, Nashua, Ward 2. Ms. Leanne Kluger, State Representative, Nashua, Ward 3. Mr. Adam Preza, State Representative, Merrimack. Ms. Rosemary Rung, State Representative, Merrimack. Ms. Susan Elberger, State Representative, Nashua, Ward 1. We also extend a warm welcome to the members of the Nashua Community College Advisory Board, Ms. Gail Casey, Dr. Mario Andrade, Ms. Peg Gilmore, Mr. Mike Appleberg, Ms. Victoria Drabinskia, and Mr. Scott McKnight. Thank you all for joining us here today as we celebrate our graduates. It is now my pleasure to welcome a leader who has long been a strong partner to education and to our community here in Nashua. As mayor, he has consistently championed the kind of collaboration that institutions like Nashua Community College thrive. He is supporting workforce development, promoting economic growth, and affording opportunities for students to succeed right here in our region. He understands that a strong city and a strong college go hand in hand, and we're grateful for his continued support and engagement with our campus. Please join me in welcoming the Mayor of the City of Nashua, Mayor James Donchis, who brings greetings from the city.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is a pleasure to join you for the 55th commencement exercises of Nashua Community College and to celebrate your accomplishments from the remarkable class of 2026. On behalf of myself, Rick Dowd from the Board of Aldermen, and the City of Nashua, we extend our heartfelt congratulations to each graduate and our appreciation to your families, to the faculty, staff, and supporters who have helped make your achievements possible. For you, graduates, today marks not only the end of one chapter, but the beginning of another. Whether you are continuing your education, entering the workforce, or pursuing a new path, know that your hard work and perseverance have prepared you well. Nashua is proud to have a college so deeply committed to expanding opportunity and strengthening our community. We look forward to seeing the many ways you will contribute to our city and beyond. So congratulations all graduates, and to your families, and thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, Mayor Donchis. It is now my pleasure to introduce a representative of the Community College System of New Hampshire Board of Trustees, who brings greetings for behalf of the board. The work of the trustees is essential to the strength and success of our colleges. They provide thoughtful governance, set strategic direction, and ensure that our institutions remain focused on what matters most: expanding access, maintaining quality, and serving the evolving needs of our students, workforce, and communities across New Hampshire. We are grateful for their continued commitment, their stewardship, and their advocacy on behalf of the students and our mission. Please join me in welcoming Trustee Jeffrey Kennedy, who will offer greetings on behalf of the Board of Trustees.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Kennedy. I am a member of the Community College System of New Hampshire Board of Trustees, and it is an honor today to bring you greetings and congratulations from the board. Trustees provide stewardship and advocacy for New Hampshire's system of community colleges. As a student, you may have little awareness of the Board of Trustees. However, for us, you are the reason we serve, and we are proud to be part of today's ceremonies. You inspire us with your hard work, your ambition, and your achievements. We appreciate the contributions you have made to Nashua Community College. Most importantly, you leave here today poised to make a difference, not just in your own lives, but to your community and your state. And for that, we are grateful and very proud. To those who celebrate with you today, family, friends, faculty, and staff, a special thanks to your support of today's graduates, for the faculty's dedication to the noble mission of teaching, for the commitment of the staff helping students navigate their way through college, and to the families and friends of our graduates for the support you have provided in a multitude of ways. Here in New Hampshire and nationally, community colleges are increasingly recognized for their importance in supporting individual economic advancement and well-being of our society. Your choice to attend Nashua Community College and your success here will serve you well as you head off into your futures. On behalf of the trustees, I offer you our warmest congratulations.
Thank you, Trustee Kennedy. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. James Keene, who serves as the president of Nashua Community College. Dr. Keene is guided by a deep belief in the transformational power of education and its ability to change lives, open doors, and strengthen communities. He is deeply committed to student success, and he takes great pride in the achievements, the perseverance, and the diverse journeys of NCC students. He works closely with faculty and staff to create an environment where every student is supported, challenged, and empowered to reach their full potential, both in the classroom and beyond. Please join me in welcoming our president, Dr. James Keene.
Good afternoon, and let's hear it again for the class of 2026. On behalf of the amazing faculty, staff, and administration, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you, all the friends and family of our graduates who gather with us today for our 55th commencement exercise at Nashua Community College. To begin with today, I would like to first ask all the faculty and staff of the college community to please rise. Will the class of 2026 join me in thanking them for all they have done to help you, support you, guide you, and bring you to this graduation day? Thank you. Class of 2026, I would like to speak to you now. Admittedly, I have been thinking a long time about this speech and what I might say. And maybe, like you've done this past semester on an assignment, I went to my friend, ChatGPT, to see what I should do. How should I structure this speech? And the first thing that came back was, start with a famous quote. So I did a little research and I thought of a few quotes. I started back in history. President Theodore Roosevelt, in a commencement speech, said, "A person who's never gone to school may steal from a freight car, but if they have college education, they may steal the whole train." I thought that doesn't really work for my message. I went to athletics. George Foreman, great boxer, giving a commencement speech, said, "I think sleeping was my problem in school. If school started at 4 p.m. in the afternoon I'd be a college graduate today myself. Not the inspiration I was hoping for. And lastly, I looked at the Ivy League schools. Former President George W. Bush said in a commencement speech at Yale, "To those of you who receive honors, awards, and distinction, I say well done. And to the C students, I say you too can be President of the United States." So none of these quotes worked for my speech. So instead today I decided to share a quick scene from one of my favorite movies with honors. The premise is simple. An older homeless man living and sleeping on a bench outside Harvard University encounters a Harvard student in his last semester, and the two strike up quite a friendship. The movie documents their journey, and there's a very powerful scene I would like to share with you. The student in his senior year, very stressed about completing his senior thesis, which would allow him to graduate, tries to explain the importance of this paper to his friend. He holds the paper up in frustration, and he says, "This paper is my life. You don't get it. This completed paper and graduating with honors will determine the six-figure salary I may earn. This will allow me to buy the house and have the family I want, the sports car I can drive. Completing this with honors is my life." And the homeless man stayed quiet for a minute or two, and he slowly reached in his pocket and took out a very simple bag. And he dumped the bag into his hand, and there were several stones in that bag. He pulled out one. He said, "Let me show you my life." He rubbed the rock, he put it close to his mind, and he said, "This rock is from a beach in Bali. When I was in the Merchant Marines, I think of this, and I picked this rock up from that beach in Bali. When I hold this rock, I see in my mind the amazing friends I served with. We were like a brotherhood of bonds. And although I don't see them anymore, all I need to do is hold this rock that I carry with me in my bag, and there they are again." He took out another stone, and he said, "See this stone? I picked this up from a park where I met my wife, our first date. Never did I think somebody could be more beautiful than the woman I saw that day. And even though she has passed and I don't see her in person anymore, when I hold this rock, I could hear her voice, I could smell her perfume, I could hear her words." Lastly, he pulled out a third rock and explained, "This one is from a hospital parking lot. It's from the day my daughter was born and I went to visit. I never thought I could love somebody so quickly as when I had my daughter. And even though our paths, our journey have gone in different directions and I don't see her anymore, when I hold this rock, she's present again and I could see her in my mind." He went on and had a rock for each milestone in his life and explained that this was his life, his journey, and each rock made each memory and person come alive again. Graduates, today when you arrived, there was a rock I had placed on the chair that you sit. Today is a milestone moment in your life journey, a day to add a rock to your metaphorical bag. The rock that represents the journey you started here, the skills and tools you learn and will take with you, and the perseverance and endurance it took to earn your degree. You will note, however, on the rock I had the word courage inscribed. Not NCC, not 2026, but courage. Going forward in your journey, I wish you courage. Courage to fall in love, have your heart broken, and fall in love again. Courage to use this gift of education you received to serve the underserved, the abandoned in our community, the poor, the elderly, the sick, those that are often abandoned. I wish you the courage to stand and be present for those. I hope this gives you the courage to tell the truth, even when inconvenient and not easy, as the world needs truth. Courage to know when there's a time for change in your life journey and never to become stuck or complacent. And courage to continue to reach for your goals, your dreams, and helping to pull those behind you forward. That this rock that I left on your chair this morning, I wish and hope you take with you as part of your journey. As president, class of 2026, I have the authority to give you one last homework assignment. Today, I hope you celebrate and spend great time with your friends and your family. However, late tonight, when you're getting ready to put your head on the pillow, I ask you to pull out your phone and send at least one email. I ask you to find the courage to show gratitude. Send one email tonight thanking a professor who went the extra mile, an advisor who helped you find your vocation, a safety officer who greeted you each day here at NCC with a smile, a parent, friend, partner, spouse, child who gave you the support you needed to continue with the education when things got hard. I will now end the way I started by sharing a quote, but one that I do like, from Winnie the Pooh. You are braver than you believe, you are stronger than you seem, and you are smarter than you think. Class of 2026, you make us proud. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Keene. It is my pleasure now to introduce our selected student commencement speaker, Mr. Dramoy Anthony Corbin. Anthony represents the very best of Nashua Community College. Dedication, perseverance, and a deep commitment to making the most of every opportunity. Throughout his time at NCC, he has demonstrated not only academic achievement, but also the qualities of leadership, resilience, and engagement that define our graduates. At just 19 years old, Anthony made the courageous decision to move independently from Jamaica to Nashua, New Hampshire, arriving during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. Navigating a new country, culture, and educational system, this formative experience shaped his strong sense of independence, resilience, and purpose. In 2024, Anthony began his computer science studies at Nashua Community College, where he quickly became a campus leader, serving as peer mentor, embracing public speaking, and taking on leadership roles within the NCC Senate. He will continue his education at UMass Lowell, pursuing a bachelor's degree in software development with the aspiration of becoming a healthcare-focused software engineer. Driven by a passion for equity and innovation, Anthony is committed to building technology that makes healthcare more accessible and empowers individuals to engage meaningfully with their healthcare every day. Today, he speaks on behalf of the graduating class, representing shared experiences, aspirations, and accomplishments of his fellow students. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Anthony Corbin.
Distinguished guests, faculty, staff, families, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. Good afternoon. My name is Anthony Corbin, and it is truly an honor to stand here on behalf of Nashua Community College as your 55th commencement student speaker. And yes, I've studied this in the mirror many, many times. So we're good. So let's see how I do. And professors, if you're grading this, just remember that I'm graduating today, so let's just pause on that. But in all seriousness, standing here today means more to me than I can truly explain. Because my journey to this moment wasn't exactly a straight line. I moved to the United States from Jamaica on Christmas of 2020 at 19 years old. And for my fellow STEM majors in the crowd, please don't try to calculate my age right now, just hold on. I landed in Boston, ready to start my own journey here in Nashua, New Hampshire. My parents supported me in every way I wanted them to, but they were still back home, and even now they still are. So it was just me, new country, new culture, no family, no friends, no roadmap. I worked in customer service and lived in a hotel for about 1.5 years, and I'll be honest, it was challenging, much harder than I expected. In 2023, I enlisted in the Army Reserve. It felt like hitting a reset button. I was excited, ready to leave, train, and start over, even though I knew I'd be coming back to Nashua. I completed training, came back, and immediately wanted to go full-time Army. In the meantime, I went back to work, adjusted to being in the real world again, and I thought, you know what? I've always wanted to go back to school, so let's do it. And looking back now, I can say this with complete honesty. NCC became one of the biggest turning points in my life. One of the first people who made a difference for me here was Professor Gamrad. So this part is not in my speech, but I didn't know she was going to be here, and I'm so happy that you're here, Professor Gamrad, wherever you are out there. She encouraged me, pushed me, and believed in me. She even recommended me, quote unquote, anonymously, to become a peer mentor. And through that, I met and worked alongside incredible people. My fellow peer mentors and mentees, Alex Wunderlich, our student engagement coordinator, and Professor Ann Healy. Being part of that team taught me something I didn't expect to find so quickly, a sense of community. NCC gave me leadership opportunities, a place to belong, and people who saw potential in me even when I didn't fully see it in myself. And through all of this, my family kept me going. My family has always been my anchor to make them proud, kept me moving forward on the hardest days. And somewhere in all of that, I finally started to find my place. And the reason I'm sharing all of this is because I know I'm not the only one who took a long, complicated, unexpected road to get here. Every single one of us has a story, and every single one of those stories deserves to be celebrated today. As I look around, I can't help but think about how far we've come. When we first walked onto the Nashua Community College campus, some of us were confident, some were excited, some were terrified, and some were just trying to find parking by Greg Hall, which, let's be honest, always felt like a semester-long class worthy of its own course credits. I still remember orientation. Carolyn had us playing that catch the ball game to break the ice, and I remember thinking, if I drop this ball in front of everyone, I'm transferring. I did not drop the ball, thankfully. But that silly little game worked. It broke the tension, made us laugh, and reminded us that we're all starting from the same place, unsure but willing to try. My first week on campus was no less chaotic. I'd walk through Streeter and Greg Hall pretending I knew exactly where I was going. One of the first lessons I learned at NCC was humility. Nothing quite like walking into a classroom thinking it's English composition, only to realize 10 minutes later that you're in English literature. But the best part, even when you're lost, someone here helps you find your way. And that's what NCC became for us, a place of preparation, not just academically, but personally. It's where we learn to balance deadlines, survive group projects, and face the terrifying moment of checking exam grades. It's where we found new interests and realized we were capable of more than we thought. Many of us weren't just students. We were employees, caretakers, parents, and full-time adults trying to fit school into the cracks of our schedules. And somehow, NCC became the place where we learned to keep it all together, or at least make it look like we were keeping it together. And when life got heavy, which it did, often, our professors noticed. They checked in, they asked if we were okay, and sometimes they gave us that look like, I know you're struggling, but I'm rooting for you. And of course, there was always that one class where you walked out thinking, I survived, somehow. And that victory felt bigger than the grade itself. But more than anything, NCC gave us real connections. Professors who cared, classmates who showed up, and a campus where our differences didn't divide us. They made us feel like we belonged. As we gather here today, I hope we all take a moment to recognize what this really means. We didn't just complete a program, we pushed through life while doing it. We showed up on the days we were tired, overwhelmed, unsure, or just hoping the vending machine had something new. And yet, we still made it. Every single person sitting here has overcome something to be here in this moment. We all had moments where we questioned if we could actually do this, but we kept going anyway. And that's what makes today powerful. Because this degree isn't just a piece of paper, it's proof that we're capable of more than we thought. Proof that we can adapt, rebuild, and rise. Proof that even when life gets messy, we don't quit. And the best part, this is only the beginning. Whether you're transferring, starting a career, serving your community, or still figuring out the next step, you've already shown that you can handle whatever comes next. You've already done something hard, you've already proven yourself. So, wherever you go from here, carry this moment with you. Carry the confidence that you earned, carry the resilience that you built, and carry the reminder that you belong in every room you walk into because you worked for it. Before I close, I want to take a moment to say thank you, because none of us got here alone. To faculty and staff, thank you for teaching us, challenging us, supporting us, and sometimes reminding us that yes, the assignment was posted on Canvas this entire time. You showed up for us in ways big and small, and we're better because of it. To our families, friends, and the people who kept us going, thank you for the late night pep talks, the rides to campus, the reminders to eat, the "you've got this" texts, and the patience when we were stressed, tired, or running on caffeine and hope. You carried us through more than you know. And to my own family, my mom and dad watching from Jamaica, my brother watching from Tennessee, my sister here today, thank you for being my foundation. Your encouragement, your sacrifices, your late night calls, and your constant belief in me carried me through every step of this journey. Everything I've done with you in mind, and I hope today makes you as proud as me as I am grateful for you. And finally, to my fellow graduates, thank you for being a part of this journey, for the conversations in the hallway, the shared confusion in class, the group projects we somehow survived, and the moments that made this campus feel like a community. You made NCC more than a college. You made it a place where we grew together. So here's to new beginnings, to bigger dreams, and to the courage to chase them. Here's to every challenge that shaped us, every moment that strengthened us, and every person who helped us get here. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it, and this is only the beginning.
Thank you, Anthony, and thank you for making us proud. It is now my pleasure to introduce this year's commencement alumni speaker, Kyle Motion, a proud NCC graduate whose journey reflects resilience and determination. At NCC, Kyle discovered his passion for public relations and found a strong sense of community. After earning his associate degree in 2017, he transferred to Suffolk University to complete his bachelor's degree and launched a successful career. Today he works in Seattle at Weber Sandwick on the Social Impact and Sustainability team. A first-generation college graduate, Kyle credits NCC for both his academic foundation and his sense of belonging. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Kyle Motion.
Hello, and thank you for the great introduction, and thank you to the class of 2026 for having me today. I want to give that applause right back to you all, because you are the ones that deserve to be celebrated today. I am so proud of all of you and honored to be here. I graduated from the communications program at Nashua Community College in 2017. It feels weird to think that by this time next year, it will be 10 years since I myself stepped off this stage with a diploma. My education at NCC gave me a foundation to build a life and career that blossomed over the past 9 years. For that, I am truly grateful. If there's one thing I've learned in the last decade or so, it's that life rarely respects your itinerary. That's why today, I'm going to tell you about my journey. I canceled my college dreams at the start of my senior year in high school because when classes began that September, something physically was off. Every morning, I woke up with stiff joints and muscles that ached. After a few weeks of rough mornings, I began to walk with a limp, and my feet swelled so much that I could hardly stand for more than a few minutes. At some points, I could hardly hold a pencil, and even getting in bed was a chore. Every piece of clothing I owned ended up on a pile on my floor because it was too painful to lift a t-shirt on a hanger into my closet. I lost control of my body, and I didn't know why. It sent everyone in my life, my parents, my family, my doctors, teachers, and myself, into a swirl. In only a short few weeks, at the start of that senior year, my mindset shifted from after graduation plans to panic mode. That fall and winter of my senior year, I devoted my attention to doctor's appointments, physical cognizance, and the fear of my future. Luckily, by spring, I was fortunate enough to have a diagnosis and was in recovery. But getting my health under control left little room to think about college during those crucial months for college applications. I knew for sure I wanted to go to college, but I thought that I missed my chance. I was extremely lucky to have found Nashua Community College. The proximity to my home in Merrimack, the ease of the application, and attainable financing took the stress away. Because I didn't need to hop through hoops and plead my case to an admissions office, I was able to balance going to college with improving my health. As I approached high school graduation, I finally saw that shimmer of a healthy and promising future. I told myself that I just needed to do 1 year at community college, 1 year, and then I could transfer, live on campus, and get that traditional college experience that is so often hammered into our culture. And, well, life had other plans for me. Between study sessions and classes during my first year, I was diligently working on college applications and touring schools. I wanted that idea of what college was supposed to be so bad. I was fortunate enough to be accepted to Boston University, and I took them up on the offer. It was happening. I was going to live in a dorm and explore the big city and make new friends. I completed my first year with NCC, and I transferred to BU. But there was one issue. I had no money. It turned out that obtaining the loans to fund life at college is not easy. The financial aid I received came nowhere close to tuition costs, and private lenders would not accept my requests. There were no options to pay the bill. So a week before orientation, I dropped out of Boston University and I came back to Nashua Community College. At that moment, I learned that a degree is only a credential, but community is essential. Just like it did in high school, NCC was there to help. It re-energized my hope and reminded me that I can be successful. I can get an education despite my financial situation. I can get an education despite medical hurdles, and I can start my career right here in New Hampshire. Through life's turbulence, I had a community to come back to that supported and believed in me. And I believe that since I am standing here today, that is still true. During that second year, the pieces finally started to fall into place. I took my first public relations course and landed an internship at Symphony, New Hampshire, which officially launched my career. Outside of class, I spent my free time exploring the outdoors. I had no idea back then, but both of those worlds, public relations and nature, were going to collide and become my life's work. After graduating from NCC, I transferred into the public relations program at Suffolk University in downtown Boston. This time I sorted out my finances well in advance, and the transfer stuck. Everything was seamless: the credits, the courses, and the housing. So I got to work in Boston right away, knitting myself into the local communications and PR community. Eventually, I landed an internship at a small PR agency and met one of my first friends in the industry, who is still a very close friend and industry companion today. From there, I continued to build my community, both professionally and personally. I went to every networking event I could. I built genuine, in-person connections with people. I asked my mentor's friends to grab coffee with me and asked all about their careers. I started a blog to showcase my writing skills and connect with other students. And I went to volunteer events with my friends. I did whatever I could to get myself a start in the new city. Every professional job I've had so far, from interning at Boston Children's Hospital to working at a leading technology PR firm, stems from the community I've built. It wasn't until I started my most current job that I realized just how far those small, consistent steps had actually taken me. A few years ago, my fiance Chris and I took a massive leap, and we moved across the country to Seattle. Suddenly, I was 3,000 miles away from New Hampshire, starting over and trying to build a brand new community from scratch. Not long after we moved, I got an unexpected call from a recruiter at a global PR agency called Weber Shandwick. Instead of pitching me an open role, she asked me, "What do you actually want to do?" I told her the truth. I wanted to pivot out of the tech industry that I was currently in. I wanted to combine my love for the outdoors and sustainability with my background in communications. And I wanted to use storytelling to make a tangible impact. That honest conversation brought me to where I am today. It was my first real test in a new, big city, relying on the exact same community building skills I learned here at NCC. My beat within our media relations team is social impact and sustainability. This means I help nonprofits like Trust for Public Land, the Smithsonian, and Transamerica Institute, as well as impact-driven brands like Nespresso and Liquid IV, with their various missions and programs designed to do good in the world. My work in media relations and at a PR agency is entirely relationship-based. It centers around connecting with others and understanding the chain of people necessary in the equation of progress, equality, sustainability, and health. My focus every day is about building a community that can enact change through storytelling. The community I have around me right now is so crucial for amplifying the stories of the people, ballot measures, technology, and more that can drive a positive change for us all. On any given day, I might be texting the New York Times about a park that saved a neighborhood during a hurricane, or planning a panel with The Economist about how corporations can invest in the health of people, or managing a trip to Panama for Forbes to explore forest restoration efforts. But building this community around myself wasn't easy. It didn't happen in one summer or even one year. Truthfully, I don't know how long it took me to build a strong, complex, and robust community, but I do know that for me, it started here. NCC was my first grown-up community. It taught me the value of fostering my legacy with other people, while balancing the art of making new friends and throwing out any fear of rejection. It reinforced the value of having trusted mentors that are experts at what they do and care about passing that expertise down. Everyone here is taking their own individual next step, but you're taking those next steps together as a community. And as you go forward, there are 3 things I want you to keep in mind. First, I want you to show up in person. Hitting connect online is so easy. Walking into a room full of strangers and shaking a hand is terrifying. Do it anyway. In-person connection will serve you better, even if it feels awkward at first. People hire, support, and mentor people, not screen names. Whether it's joining an adult sports league, grabbing a coffee, or just having the courage to introduce yourself at an event, keep yourself entwined in a social fabric. Second, tap into the invisible market. Not every job opening can be found online. I've submitted way too many college applications, more than I would ever be able to count. But it's always clear to me that leveraging my community and network will always be the better use of time. There's no science to networking, but I will say it's important to be authentically yourself, explore curiosity, and get comfortable talking with people. And lastly, I want you to say yes to connection. I'm not going to tell you to say yes to everything. Burnout is real and you need to protect your peace, but you also cannot build a vibrant, interesting career hiding behind a screen. So say yes to the things that pull you into the real world. If a former classmate invites you to an event, go. If a colleague offers to introduce you to someone over coffee, take them up on it. Be protective of your time and well-being, but always leave room to say yes to a new connection. This graduating class should be incredibly proud today, not only because of what you accomplished academically, but because you built your first professional community. a network of friends, mentors, colleagues, and maybe even family that you can come back to throughout your career. We're fortunate enough to live in an era where goodbyes are hardly forever. You have every tool you need to keep your community with you wherever you go and to meaningfully build new ones. I went from not being able to lift a t-shirt on a hanger to lifting up brands that are changing the world. And that community that launched that started right here. Don't just walk off this stage, walk into your community. So class of 2026, I wish you all a tremendous amount of luck, and I cannot wait to see the communities you build. Thank you for having me, and congratulations.
Thank you, Kyle, for your inspiring words and reminding us for what's possible. At this time, we turn our attention to our graduates and to 3 awards that recognize the many ways that they contribute to our college and to our community. At Nashua Community College, student success is not defined solely by what happens in the classroom. It is also reflected in how students lead, how they engage, and how they serve others. The Student Leadership Award honors a student who demonstrates initiative, integrity, and the ability to inspire others to step forward, takes responsibility, and makes a positive difference within our community. The Student Engagement Award recognizes a student who is actively involved in campus life, someone who contributes energy, enthusiasm, and a strong sense of connection, helping build a vibrant and inclusive college environment. And the Student Service Award celebrates a student who has shown a deep commitment to helping others, giving their time and effort to support classmates, the college, and the broader community. Together, these awards highlight the character, the commitment, and the spirit of our students, and the many ways that they enrich NCC beyond academics. It is now my pleasure to recognize this year's recipients. I would like to call to the stage Wendy Deck, recipient of the Student Leadership Award. Wendy exemplifies the exceptional leadership within and beyond the NCC community. As president of Phi Theta Kappa, she has shown initiative and vision by expanding student involvement, leading service projects, attending conferences, completing leadership coursework, and earning a PTK scholarship. On campus, she is deeply engaged as a peer mentor and Wellness Center staff member, consistently supporting her fellow students. In the broader community, Wendy serves as an intern in the Gloria Timmons Community Center, where she has led impactful initiatives in public health, family support and outreach, including organizing Public Health Week and creating a parent book club. Her work has also supported local veterans through service drives and fundraising. Drawing on her global experiences and personal journey of resilience, Wendy brings compassion, purpose, and dedication to everything she does. She truly embodies the spirit of leadership at Nashua Community College. Congratulations, Wendy. I would now like to call to the stage Olga Castillo, recipient of the Student Engagement Award. Olga is an outstanding student and dedicated campus leader at NCC. She earned an associate degree in accounting along with a data certificate, maintaining an impressive GPA throughout her studies. As one of NCC's original peer mentors, Olga played a key role in supporting fellow students and strengthening the campus community. She also served for 2 full years on the Student Senate Executive Council as treasurer. Continuing her commitment to service, Olga will participate in a week-long service trip to Catalina Island, where she will help preserve the island's indigenous habitat through her work with the Catalina Conservancy. Congratulations, Olga. I would now like to call to the stage Irma Palacios, recipient of the Student Service Award. Irma is a deeply engaged and inclusive leader at NCC who has transformed her own journey of finding belonging into a commitment to supporting others. After arriving in Nashua with limited connections and confidence in her English, she found a welcoming community at NCC and now works to ensure that students feel the same sense of connection. She actively promotes student involvement, mentoring, campus resources, guiding peers to opportunities that they might not otherwise discover. This year, she served as a student project intern for the New Hampshire Humanities Collaborative, contributing to multilingual scholarly exchanges with UNH through her work in coordination, design, media, and outreach. Irma's passion, her humility, and her dedication to inclusion make her a powerful champion of the NCC community. Congratulations, Irma. It is now my honor to recognize two outstanding students who have reached the pinnacle of scholarship success. Through years of hard work, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to excellence, they have each earned a perfect 4.0 grade point average, a rare and exceptional accomplishment that reflects both intellect and character. These students have demonstrated not only mastery in the classroom, but also resilience, curiosity, and a passion for learning that will carry them far beyond today. Please join me in recognizing and celebrating this extraordinary achievement as we honor our top scholars, Tyler Barton and Michelle Posidliak, who we ask to come forward. Can I get one more hand for all our student awardees? It is now my pleasure to introduce our Vice Chancellor from the New Hampshire Community College System, Dr. Charles Lloyd, to present the Chancellor Awards.
Thank you. I was not told I had to follow the 4.0 presentations, but we'll see if these next awards allow us to find the faculty that presented those. So I get to present these awards. I usually do them in a couple of different ways. One, I either say the person's name, they come up and I read a ton, or I build the suspense and then you say the name at the end. But it looks like this is going to be somewhere in the middle. So let's do the build up first. Are we ready? Stay with me. All right. The Chancellor's Award for Teaching Excellence recognizes faculty, both full-time and part-time, whose teaching is innovative, impactful, and deeply engaging. These educators inspire learning, support student achievement, and contribute to broader life of the college through collaboration, professional growth, and community engagement. I would like to call forward Dr. Stephanie Roper, please. Professor Stephanie Roper approaches the study of history with a dedication that truly transforms the classroom experience. Students consistently praise her enthusiasm and her ability to bring history through life, compelling narratives that connect past events to contemporary issues, often describing her lectures as engaging as the great novel. Beyond the classroom, her record of service with the community college system is exceptional. She leads the NCC Honors Program and Phi Theta Kappa Chapter, Renewed Energy, serves as an active leader in the New Hampshire Humanities Collaborative, and contributes thoroughly through numerous system-wide boards and committees, and has strong communication within the NCC community. Her commitment extends into the wider community as well, where she serves as town election official, a trusted resource on town meeting practices, and a leader in her local historical society. Congratulations once again, Dr. Roper. Next up, we have the Excellence in Part-Time Teaching Award, which recognizes the vital role our adjunct faculty play in delivering high-quality instruction and supporting our students. At this time, I would like to call forward Professor Chance Joyner. Professor Joyner is one of the most effective instructors of English 101 at NCC, a foundational course that can be challenging for students with varying levels of confidence and experience in writing. He consistently engages even the most reluctant learners, helping them develop both strong skills and an appreciation for the writing process through his mastery of the subject and his inclusive, supportive approach. When the Writing Short Stories course needed a new instructor 4 years ago, Professor Joyner stepped right up and seamlessly got involved, engaged, preserving its strengths while thoughtfully making it its own. He plays a vital role in student engagement as an advisor to the Windows Literary and Art magazine, where he has guided students in producing meaningful publications and supported coffee house events that showcase their creativity. Congratulations, Professor Joyner. And finally, the Chancellor's Award for Service Excellence, which honors staff members whose dedication and innovation help remove barriers and create pathways for student success. These individuals demonstrate exceptional responsiveness to students' needs, strengthen our institution through collaboration, and make meaningful contributions both within the college and in the wider community. I would like to call forward Mr. Mike Shipka. Mike Shipka demonstrates an exceptional commitment to student success, consistently making himself available to ensure students receive the guidance they need. He is approachable, compassionate, and highly knowledgeable, particularly in navigating the complex federal financial aid process, which is often critical to students' ability to persist and succeed. His work is marked by accuracy, attention to detail, and a deep understanding of policies and processes that help remove barriers and promote equitable access to education. Despite the demands of his role, Mike remains remarkably responsive, addressing student inquiries quickly, thoughtfully, an approach that reflects both his strong service ethic and his understanding of the importance of timely support. Congratulations, Mr. Mike Shipka.
It is now my pleasure to call forward Dr. Lisa Furman. Dr. Furman is the coordinator and professor of early childhood education, and she'll be presenting the Nashua Community College Presidential Community Service Award.
I am honored to present the Nashua Community College Presidential Community Service Award, recognizing an individual whose dedication, compassion, and commitment have made a lasting impact on our community. This award celebrates those who go beyond their professional roles to uplift others and strengthen the fabric of the Nashua community through service, leadership, and generosity. The recipient exemplifies a deep commitment not only to individual success, but to the well-being of the entire community, helping to create greater opportunity, connection, and support for all. It is my privilege to introduce this year's recipient of the Community Service Award, and at this time I would like to call forward Mr. Mike LaChance. Mike LaChance's career is a remarkable testament to leadership rooted in service, purpose, and an enduring belief in the power of community. What began as a community assignment and a summer job as a camp counselor grew into a 40-year career in the YMCA movement, including more than 3 decades of impactful leadership here in New Hampshire. Since joining the YMCA of Greater Nashua in 1993 and later becoming CEO in 2003, Mike has led the organization through a period of extraordinary growth and transformation. Under his leadership, the Y has evolved into a thriving multi-branch association serving more than 40,000 individuals annually across southern New Hampshire and northern Massachusetts. His accomplishments are both significant and far-reaching, expanding access to programs that support children and families, developing and strengthening key facilities, including the Nashua and Westwood Park branches, and building one of the largest YMCA early childhood education programs in the country at the Merrimack Y. He also forged more than 150 strategic partnerships, expanding the Y's ability to serve those who need it most. His work has been recognized with numerous honors, but his greatest legacy lies in the countless lives he has touched and the sense of belonging he has helped cultivate throughout our region. As Mike prepares to retire this August after an extraordinary career, we celebrate not only his accomplishments, but the lasting impact of his vision, compassion, and dedication to community. Please join me in honoring and congratulating Mike LaChance, recipient of the Nashua Community College Community Service Award.
It is now my pleasure to call Professor Kim Eckenrode forward to present our next award. Professor Eckenrode serves as the chair of the Business Department and has recently served on the CCSNH Board of Trustees.
On behalf of the faculty, staff, administration, and students at Nashua Community College, we also celebrate today the remarkable career and upcoming retirement of Dr. Mark Rubenstein, a highly respected leader in higher education and the 6th Chancellor of the Community College System of New Hampshire. Over decades of service, including leadership at Granite State College and the University of New Hampshire, Dr. Rubenstein has been deeply committed to expanding access, strengthening academic quality, and aligning education with the needs of New Hampshire's workforce and communities. Throughout his career, he has championed opportunity for students, especially working adults, and helped shape a stronger, more responsive system of higher education across our state. Please join me in recognizing and celebrating Dr. Mark Rubenstein for his leadership, dedication, and lasting impact.
We are now at the most important part of the ceremony, the presentation of the degrees. I will call forward Dr. Tracy McLaughlin, Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs, and Ms. Lorene Terrell, Associate Vice President of Student Affairs, to come forward and read the names of our graduates. Candidates for graduation will now be called forward by name to rise and proceed to the dais and be presented with their degree or certificate. You will be greeted by our President, Dr. James Keene, and have a photo taken prior to you returning to your seat.
Receiving an associate's degree in computer science, Tremoy Anthony Corbin, cum laude. Associate in science degree, business administration, accounting, Beatrice Arias Palladini. Olga Castillo, cum laude. Camilla Garin. Joseph Gerton, cum laude. Daniel Lopez, magna cum laude. Christy Lynn Timmons. Oh, Xiu Ting Zhang, magna cum laude. Certificate, Accounting 1. Shivani Patel. Patricia Pena. Associate in Science Management, Shaylee Abbott, cum laude. Jared Anderson, cum laude. Cedric Bolio, cum laude. David Bolger, magna cum laude. Kyle Corrigan, magna cum laude. Yaritza Cruz. Nathaniel Fetchke, cum laude. Darlene Martinez Caba. Megan McLaughlin Soto. Nora McMakin, cum laude. Marlene Perez de Rodriguez. Destiny Rivera, cum laude. Faith Safford, magna cum laude. Diosmedi Santos, cum laude. Associate in Science, Marketing, Gabriel Aguilar, cum laude. Audrey Barker, magna cum laude. Matthew Batista. Michael McMahon, cum laude. Certificate in Marketing, Irma Elizabeth Palacios.
Associate in Science, Small Business Entrepreneurship, Sophia Clayton, cum laude. Julian Alex Goodrich. Diana McElhenney, cum laude. Shah Mahamadi. Aldo Ortiz. Adriana Seri. Joseph Shrimp, magna cum laude. Certificate in Small Business Management, Alexander Esqueli. Danielle Hansen. Anastasia Vasachenko. Associate in Science, Paralegal Studies, Angelique Adams. Caleb Brown, magna cum laude. Laura Granados Sandoval, magna cum laude. Liam Hayes. Mercy Mukisa. Magda Osorio, summa cum laude. Michael Shanahan, summa cum laude. Sorry. Ava Terrian. Paige Watts, magna cum laude. Certificate in Paralegal Studies. Addison Boothroyd. Ian Willett. Associate in Science, in Arts, Communications, Corey Alexander Jeffrey. Associate in Arts, English, Charlie Coffey. Avery DuPont, magna cum laude. Adrian Villanueva Tkaczyk. Associate in Arts, Humanities, Esmelda Angeles Almonte.
Associate in Science, Criminal Justice, Evelyn Arcila Alarcon, magna cum laude. Jordan Clark, magna cum laude. Nayeli Morales, summa cum laude. Allison Salem, cum laude. Certificate in Criminal Justice, Isabel Miller. Giovanna Rodriguez Fortia. Associate in Science, Early Childhood Education, Alyssa Caron, summa cum laude. Varsha Gupta, magna cum laude. Viviana Hoyos, cum laude. Jamie Mendoza Quiroga, I'm sorry, cum laude. Ashen Penny, magna cum laude. Certificate in Early Childhood, Associate Teacher, Annie Amadis de la Cruz. Crystal Kovacs. Certificate, Early Childhood Lead Teacher, Bharti Chowdhury. Kebe Dennis. Richa Yavaswal. Associate in Science, Human Services. Lynette Alboron. Cassandra Lee Nürnberg, cum laude. Michelle Portsidlake, summa cum laude. Certificate in Human Services, Catherine Moore Sanchez. Certificate in Addiction Recovery Support Worker. Oh, sorry. Associate in Arts, History and Social Science, Fiona M. Wanser, magna cum laude.
Associate in Arts, Psychology, Wendy Detch. Summa cum laude. Matthew Disla, cum laude. Melissa Fitzmaurice, cum laude. Victor Lawson. Jordan Marshall, magna cum laude. Catherine Bronzio. Natalie Soto Morales. Associate in Science, General Studies, Justin Baloo. Vanessa Carlson. S.J. Cora, magna cum laude. Caitlin Dargy, cum laude. Giovanni Di Benedictus. Chad Flanders. Jake Knight. Catherine LeBlanc, cum laude. Kevin Paul Neu. Audrey Schultz. Blair Schuin, magna cum laude. Happy Valentine. Danielle Wyatt. Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, Ella Barron, cum laude. Paulina Chia, cum laude. Megan Cormier, cum laude. Juane de Los Angeles Montesinos. Ashley Decotu. Bianca Hurdle, cum laude. Olivia Caravitas. Ethan Strauss. Hector Uria, magna cum laude. Gabriel White, cum laude.
Associate in Science, Information Technology, Natalie Gaschitz. Associate in Science, Cybersecurity Networking, William Carolyn, cum laude. Certificate, Cybersecurity Networking, Joshua Hernandez. Associate in Science, Electronic Engineering Technology, Tyler Barton, summa cum laude. Jacob Dowd. Chelsea Gibb, magna cum laude. Rachel Matoka, cum laude. Andrew Plord. Janet Sacramento Cortez. Associate in Science, Precision Manufacturing, Troy Gannon. Malcolm George, summa cum laude. Felipe Martinez. Samantha O'Rourke. Matthew Winslow, cum laude. Certificate, Machine Tool Technology CNC Programming, Christian Spinasola. Associate in Science, Mechanical Design Technology, Cheryl Annalise Martes Paez, magna cum laude.
Associate in Science, Automotive Technology, Owen Brown. Dylan Metivier. Tyler Tadman, magna cum laude. Certificate in Automotive Service and Repair, Daniel Dion. Dino Bradford. Associate in Science, Information Technology, Watson San Martin, magna cum laude. Yeah. Associate in Science, Honda Automotive Technology, Devlin Ford. Joshua LeBlanc. Noah Patnod. Emerson Whitehead, magna cum laude. Certificate, Honda Automotive Technology, Alan Hogan. Angelina LeBlanc. Antonio Wood. Caden Miller. Associate in Science, Collision Repair Technology, Dana Mayu. Lauren Elizabeth Mayhew. Dylan Petersheim. Certificate in Collision Repair Technology, Lily Buxton. Joshua Coons. Paige Sullivan.
Associate in Science, Aviation Technology, Nathan Cargile. Jamie Case. Jonathan Dufort, magna cum laude. Courtney Fisk. Declan Steele, magna cum laude. Trevor Young. Certificate, Aviation Technology, Meredith Alves. Josiah Barton. Aiden Chronolik. Christopher Morrison. Darmelin Watkins. Associate in Science, Health Science, Elena Carroll, magna cum laude. Carmen Garcia, cum laude. Markely Hernandez. Paul Carancha, magna cum laude. Tara Lamarand, magna cum laude. Kaylee Latender, cum laude. Tamara Lozano, magna cum laude. Adriana Moore. Brianna Sills. Lauren Susi, summa cum laude. Isabella Tapia, summa cum laude. Kaylee Vasquez, magna cum laude. Associate in Science, Biological Sciences, Devin Anderson. Elizabeth Banks, magna cum laude. Amber Rose Bellinger. Leah Jones, magna cum laude. Amaya Ray Coleman.
Let's go, Mario!
Lydia Rondo, cum laude. Shelby Watson.
Associate in Science, Nutrition and Wellness, Wen Liang, cum laude. Associate in Science, Nursing, Julia Antonov, cum laude. Diana Babire. Aiden Kaufman, magna cum laude. Savannah Kochu. Bianca Daniel. Nicole D. Simone. Jamie Doheny, cum laude. Marie Ethali Edmond. Christine Garcia, cum laude. Lariana Garvis, magna cum laude. Rosanez Herrero. Hannah Jordan. Diana Kazibwe. Justina Matten. Kaylee Bullen. Tabitha Reichel. Abby Roy. Nyota Tabiwa.
Can the class of 2026 please stand? And I'm going to call forward your Student Senate President, Ms. Kaylee Latendry. Ladies and gentlemen, the final step of your education at Nashua Community College is conferring the associate's degree and awarding diplomas. It is indeed a pleasure to confer upon you now the results of your persistence and dedication. By virtue of the authority invested in me by the Constitution and the laws of the state of New Hampshire, I have the honor to award you the Associates in Arts, the Associates in Science, the diploma or certificate earned with all rights and privileges to candidates who have met the requirements of his or her curriculum. Congratulations, class of 2026, you have graduated. And I now call forward your Senate President for the turning of the tassel.
Hi, I'd be lying if I didn't say I was nervous. Within the academic community, there exists a long tradition associated with the tassel that is affixed to the mortarboard. Prior to earning a degree or certificate, the tassel is worn to the right side of the mortar. If you haven't done that, you might need to do that. When one has earned their degree, diploma, or certificate, the tradition dedicates that the individual, when clothed in academic regalia, shall wear the tassel to the left side of the mortarboard, so that we will all know that his or her academic standing. Graduates, please change your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations, graduates. I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
As we conclude the ceremony and process out, we ask that the guests remain seated until the platform party and the graduates have marched back into the building. We then invite our guests to the gymnasium for light refreshments and to reconnect with your graduate. Congratulations again, class of 2026.